From Television City in Hollywood.
Boy, the way Glenn Miller played.
Songs that made the hit parade.
Guys like us, we had it made.
Those were the days. And when you were there.
Dance for girls and men, woman. Mister, we could use a man like Kramer over again. Didn't need no welfare state.
Everybody pulled his weight.
G.R.O. the sound and great. Knows what I done.
I love All in the Family.
Yeah, I know. It's such a great show. Did you know that it was renamed to Archie Bunker's Place after 4 years?
Wow, that's interesting. Archie's such a character. Did you know he was rated #1 television character by Bravo of all time?
Yeah, his character really broke down barriers. TV shows really didn't bring up racial and political matters too much before him.
I know. I can't even remember a show that brought up rape, miscarriage, breast cancer, menopause, homosexuality before this show.
Yo, I heard that show was mentioned on the Watergate tapes by Nixon himself.
Dang, you know that they got the Family Guy theme song, it was based off of All in the Family? You know, when they're playing the piano and stuff like that?
And all the main characters have won Emmys.
Enough about this show. Let's watch some Seinfeld.
Hey, nice shoes. What, do you wear sandals to work? It's always nice to walk in a room and get the aroma of feet. I'm sure your coworkers really appreciate it. Hey, let's go eat in Toby's office. Yeah, while we're at it, we can chat about our bunions.
You know, I have work to do here. I'm very busy.
Oh, is this disruptive? Do you find it hard to work in here with someone interrupting?
Oh, how'd you like me to call security?
Security? Well, I don't know how you're going to make it in this business if you can't take it. You gotta be tough. Boo! Boo! Boo!
What's going on? What's happening here? Toby! Toby!
My pinky toe.
Toby! Oh! What did you call there to heckle her for?
Because she came down to the club and heckled me. I gave her a taste of her own medicine.
Oh yeah! You gave her a taste of medicine, all right.
Well, I didn't want her to have an accident.
What accident?
Well, after he heckled Toby, she got so upset that she ran out of the building, and a street sweeper ran over her foot and severed her pinky toe.
That's unbelievable!
Yeah, and after the ambulance left, I found the toe. So I put it in a Cracker Jack box, filled it with ice, and took off for the hospital.
You ran?
No, I jumped on a bus and I told the driver, listen, buddy, I got a toe and step on it.
Holy cow!
Yeah, then this guy pulls out a gun. Now I knew any delay would cost her a pinky toe, so I started walking towards him. He says, where do you think you're going, Cracker Jack? And I say, oh, I got a little surprise for you. Knocked him out cold.
How could you do that?
He's knocked out because of all the commotion. The bus is out of control. So I grab him by the collar, I take him out the seat, then I get behind the wheel, and now I'm driving the bus.
You're Batman.
I am Batman. Then the mugger, he comes to and he starts choking me. So then I'm fighting him off with one hand, and I'm driving the bus with the other. Open up the door, and I kicked him out, with my foot, at the next stop.
You kept making all the stops?
Well, people kept ringing the bell.
Well, what about the toe? What happened to the toe?
Well, I'm happy to say that the little guy is back in place at the end of the line.
You did all that for a pinky toe?
Well, it's a valuable appendage.
Seinfeld is great. I mean, for a show about nothing, it really is nihilistic.
I know. It's the only, show of its time to not have any lessons learned. Did you know there was really a soup Nazi?
Wow, I'd really like to meet that guy.
Yeah, remember the contest episode? That was a great episode.
Of course I remember. That show won an Emmy, It also was the first TV show to have $1 million a minute for advertising.
Yeah, do you remember the season finale? That was the night that Sinatra died. Do you remember Suzanne? Her death was from licking envelopes? Well, that episode was taken off the air because of the anthrax scare.
Yeah, I think I heard about that. And the phrase yada 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 also came from Seinfeld too.
Yeah, and the phrase, not that there's anything wrong with that, came from Seinfeld too.
Yeah, let's watch some MASH. I don't think I'd even know about the Korean War if it wasn't for MASH.
A lot of the situations in the show were based off of real-life stories told by actual MASH surgeons.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't call it a situational comedy. It's more of a dark comedy.
Maybe both, perhaps? Remember Hawkeye?
Duh, he was a philanderer, a drinker, and a prankster. But he was a good guy, you know? I mean, he was a great surgeon.
Yeah, I always liked him. BJ, too. He was a good guy.
Yeah, I think the show is kind of an allegory between the Vietnam and Korean Wars.
It's an interesting take on it.
Alright, let's watch some MASH.
I know how tough it is for you to say goodbye, so I'll say it. Maybe you're right. Maybe we will see each other again. But in case we don't, I want you to know how much you meant to me. I'll never be able to shake you. Whenever I see a big pair of feet or a cheesy mustache, I'll think of you.
I smell month-old socks, I'll think of you.
Whenever someone nails my shoe to the floor, I'll think of you.
And someone gives me a martini that tastes like lighter fluid.
I'll miss you.
I'll miss you a lot. I can't imagine what this place would have been like if I hadn't found you here. I'll see you back in the States, I promise. Just in case. I left you a note.
What?
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks, like next one.
Ow!
Stop.
Okay, let's do this.
You see what I'm working with?
Well, it's fine up until
You have to squint.
Why are you laughing?
I don't know. Rape, miscarriage, abort, menopause. Okay. Hey!
You.
Balls.
No
abortion!
I'll miss you.
I'll miss you. Oh my god, are
You
you serious?
don't say I'll miss you.
I
miss you
You do.
a lot.
You say
I can't imagine what this place
Are you
would have been like
serious?
if I had
You
that
miss him so much
fabulous.
more than me.
Hug.
Yeah!
Utts!
You guys are horrible at life.
Let's be normal for a few minutes.
No, I just realized this helmet is gonna pop out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Exactly, it's funny.
Like, do you have like a big cue card I could get?
Will you just die?
Rape, miscarriage, breast cancer, homosexuality, menopause, all in one show. I mean, it's like a family.
That's like a better. It's a better like. It's almost more deserted in a way. It's like, cause there's houses in the
How cool
background.
do I
and stuff
look?
like this. Honestly, on 1 to 4.